Hello, friends. Today, we're going to take you on a mesmerizing journey into nature. In our village, with the arrival of spring, nature is coming back to life. Inspired by the newly budding trees and sprouting grass, I'll introduce you to the spring landscapes of our village. With the arrival of spring, the trees in our village are slowly starting to bud. Fruit trees are adorned with colorful flowers, becoming a sweet haven for bees. The lush green leaves glisten in the sunlight, adding an atmosphere of energy and vitality to our village. Additionally, the fields in our village come to life with the arrival of spring. The soil comes alive after the nourishing rains, and the fields start to sprout. Fresh greens cover the fields, and our farmers are preparing for the new harvest season. Various flowers in our village also bloom with the arrival of spring. Colorful tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths adorn every corner of our village, offering a visual feast. Witnessing the awakening of spring is truly enchanting. This rejuvenation of nature is a symbol of life and energy in our village. In this time filled with the beauty of spring, immersing yourself in nature is truly a captivating experience. Enjoy the beauty of these enchanting natural landscapes and discover the wonders of spring. The atmosphere of spring in our village will refresh your soul and help you find peace. We'll do our best to share these beautiful landscapes with you. By watching our video, you can enjoy the spring landscapes of our village and witness the awakening of nature up close. Traditional flavors, the enchanting world of chestnut pilaf. Today, we're going to introduce you to a special flavor that will take you to the enchanting world of traditional Azerbaijani cuisine, chestnut pilaf. We've prepared this delicious dish for you using fresh chestnuts collected from our village garden, inspired by a traditional recipe. Chestnut pilaf holds a special place in Azerbaijani cuisine. This delicious dish, which has an important place among traditional village meals, has adorned village tables and brought families together from past to present. Today, we'll show you step by step how to prepare this unique flavor. We'll explore together how we clean and prepare the fresh chestnuts collected from our village garden, how the pilaf is cooked, and how this entire process turns out. Additionally, we'll provide you with information about the origin and traditional significance of chestnut pilaf. By getting to know the place and cultural value of this unique dish in our village, we invite you to explore the richness of traditional Azerbaijani cuisine. Are you ready? Let's take a step into the enchanting world of our village's traditional cuisine together and discover the unique flavor of chestnut pilaf. Preparation of chestnut pilaf. Step-by-step guide. Now, we'll show you how to prepare chestnut pilaf step by step. First, we'll learn how to clean and prepare the fresh chestnuts we collected from our village garden. Then, we'll discover how to cook the chestnut pilaf and add the finishing touches. Step 1, cleaning the chestnuts firstly. We'll start cleaning the fresh chestnuts we've collected. We'll wash them and carefully remove the prickly shells and skins. In this step, we'll handle them with care to preserve their natural flavor. Step 2, preparing the chestnuts. Moving on to preparing the cleaned chestnuts. We'll soften them by boiling or roasting them slightly, making it easier to remove their inner parts. In this step, we'll begin preparing them by ensuring they're softened. Step 3, cooking the pilaf. Using the prepared chestnuts, we'll proceed to cook the pilaf. We'll cook the chestnuts along with rice, water, and other ingredients in a large pot. In this step, we'll wait for the pilaf to cook, enjoying its delicious aroma. Step 4, final touches. After the pilaf is cooked, we'll transfer it to a serving dish and add the final touches. We can enhance its flavor by adding fresh herbs or spices. In this step, we'll discover the wonderful appearance and taste of the prepared chestnut pilaf. Now, we can sit down at the table to enjoy the unique flavor of the prepared chestnut pilaf and savor the delights of traditional Azerbaijani cuisine. If you're ready, let's sit down together at the table to taste this magnificent dish. The first step in making chestnut pilaf is to clean the fresh chestnuts. If we've collected the chestnuts directly from the tree, special preparation is required to remove their prickly shells and skins. Firstly, we take the chestnuts we've collected and place them in a large bowl. Then, we pour plenty of water over the chestnuts and wash them. When they come into contact with water, their shells will soften, making them easier to clean. Next, using a clean knife or a chestnut cutting tool, we lightly score the prickly shell on each chestnut. This process will help the shell to crack open and facilitate easier peeling. After scoring, we start squeezing each chestnut individually by hand. This will help the shell to crack and the inner skin to come out. Some chestnuts may peel more easily, while others may be more stubborn. Be patient and clean each chestnut meticulously. Once the chestnuts are free from their shells and skins, rinse them again with clean water to remove any remaining residue. Then, drain and dry the chestnuts until they are ready to use. Now, our chestnuts are cleaned and ready. We can now begin using this fresh and delicious ingredient in our chestnut pilaf recipe. The second step in making chestnut pilaf is preparing the cleaned chestnuts. Preparing the chestnuts is important to get them ready for the cooking process and enhance the flavor of the dish. Here are the step-by-step instructions for preparing the chestnuts. Softening process. Cleaned chestnuts usually have a hard texture. We can use several different methods to soften them. One of them is boiling the chestnuts. Fill a large pot with plenty of water and bring it to a boil. Add the chestnuts to the boiling water and cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. This process will make it easier to peel the chestnut shells. Peeling process. After boiling the chestnuts, while they are still hot, carefully peel off the shells using a cloth or paper towel. The chestnuts that are easily peeled will reveal their soft inner part. Transfer the peeled chestnuts to a bowl and prepare them for the next step. Removing inner skins. Chestnuts typically have inner skins that need to be removed to reveal their delicious inner part. Using a knife or a chestnut cutting tool, cut off the tip of each chestnut and carefully remove the inner skins. Once the skins are removed, the chestnuts will be ready. Soft and ready chestnuts. Now, our chestnuts are ready. The soft, cleaned, and peeled chestnuts are the main ingredients of our chestnut pilaf recipe. Set aside the prepared chestnuts and get ready to start the cooking process. The chestnuts you've prepared will contribute to the delicious and nutritious completion of your chestnut pilaf recipe. Now, you can continue with the chestnut pilaf making process using these special ingredients. The third step in making chestnut pilaf is preparing and cooking the rice. Rice is one of the key ingredients of this recipe, and preparing it correctly is crucial for achieving a delicious outcome. Here is a step-by-step guide on preparing and cooking the rice. Washing the rice. Before cooking the rice, it's important to wash it thoroughly to remove excess starch and dirt. Use a sieve or fine mesh strainer to rinse the rice under plenty of cold water. Continue rinsing until the water runs clear. This will help the rice become whiter and more crisp. Soaking the rice. Transfer the washed rice to a bowl and fill it with enough cold water to cover the rice. Let the rice soak in the water for at least 30 minutes or preferably 1 hour. This will help the rice to swell and cook faster. Draining the rice. Once the soaking time is complete, drain the water from the rice and discard any excess water. Use a sieve or your hands to thoroughly drain the rice. Set aside the drained rice and prepare it for cooking. Cooking the rice. Transfer the drained rice to a large pot or rice cooker. Add fresh water, making sure the water level is slightly above the rice. Place the pot on the stove and bring it to a boil over medium heat. Steaming the rice. Once you see that the rice has absorbed the water and softened, cover the pot with a lid and reduce the heat to low. Let the rice steam on low heat with the lid on for about 15-20 minutes. This will ensure that the rice is fully cooked and each grain is separate. Serving the rice. After the steaming time is up, gently fluff the rice with a fork or wooden spoon. Make sure the grains are separate, then transfer the rice to a serving platter, ready to be served with the other components of your chestnut pilaf recipe. Preparing and cooking the rice in this way will ensure that your chestnut pilaf has the perfect texture. Now that we've prepared the rice, it's time to add the other ingredients and complete the chestnut pilaf. The fourth step in making chestnut pilaf is preparing the other ingredients and completing the chestnut pilaf. In this step, additional ingredients that will complement the characteristic flavor of the pilaf are added, and all components are brought together to make the final touches. Here are the details of step 4, preparation of dried fruits. Dried fruits are often added to enhance the flavor of chestnut pilaf. Before using dried fruits, you may need to prepare them. Wash the dried fruits and, if necessary, cut them into small pieces. This will make it easier to mix the dried fruits and ensure that they are evenly distributed throughout the pilaf. Preparation of spices. Various spices and flavors are added to enhance the taste of chestnut pilaf. This typically includes spices such as cinnamon, cloves, or nutmeg. Prepare the spices in advance and have them ready for use. Assembly of chestnut pilaf. In a large serving dish, combine cooked rice and prepared chestnuts. Add the prepared dried fruits and spices. Gently mix all the ingredients so that the dried fruits and spices are thoroughly mixed with the rice and chestnuts. Preparation for serving. The flavor and aroma of chestnut pilaf are best when served hot. Before serving, allow the pilaf to rest for a few minutes. This will allow the ingredients to blend well and the flavors to meld together. Adding garnishes. The final touches before serving chestnut pilaf involve adding various garnishes. For example, chopped fresh herbs or roasted nut pieces can be used. Garnishing enhances the appearance and flavor of the pilaf. Following these steps to prepare chestnut pilaf results in a delicious and satisfying dish. With all the ingredients combined, the rich flavors and textures of chestnut pilaf offer a delightful culinary experience. Now that the preparations for serving this delicious chestnut pilaf are complete, it's time to enjoy a tasty feast. Dear viewers, we have come to the end of this chestnut pilaf cooking video. Thank you for joining us on this flavorful journey. Today, inspired by the rich cuisine of Azerbaijan, we learned how to make chestnut pilaf in the warm atmosphere of the village. It was truly delightful to explore one of the traditional recipes of old times and experience the magnificent flavors of natural ingredients. The fresh chestnuts and aromatic spices we used in this recipe created the characteristic taste of the dish. The combination of chestnuts with the texture of rice offers both visually appealing and delicious experience. Enriched with dried fruits, the pilaf meets the traditional flavors with a modern interpretation. While watching this video, you also witnessed the natural beauty of Azerbaijan. You saw new flowers blooming in the village gardens and observed the awakening of nature. Despite it being March, you witnessed the variability of the climate in this mountainous region where the snow still covers the ground. Don't forget to follow our channel for more content about Azerbaijan's rich cultural heritage, magnificent nature, and delicious cuisine. Subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss our new videos. Until the next flavorful video, take care.